Hello everyone, it's Breakmaster here, and today I have a LEGO Star Wars set to review. This is the 7915 Imperial V-Wing Starfighter from 2011. This set comes with 139 pieces, was rated for ages 7 to 12, and cost you $20 back when it was in stores. Now, I really like that you could get a mid-sized Starfighter for $20 rather than getting, I don't know, a speeder or a microfighter. I think this is far more superior than that, so yeah, it's already a plus for this before I even really get started with it. But this is a very nice set. I got this back in 2012, so in my early years of collecting Star Wars. So let's look at the instructions to be the first part of the review. Alright, so here are the instructions. They are a good size for a $20 set and come with 56 pages, including the back, which is quite a bit, especially for a set of this size. Like many of the sets from this time period, it does have the screaming boy saying win, and it says you can, of course, win a Lego set. I can imagine that's pretty hard to do. And here, of course, it says that you can get the Lego Club magazine by filling out some form or something, and it says you can get it in all these different countries, so that's a pretty nice thing. Right over here, it advertises Ninjago, which was new for 2011, although you could get some sets in 2010 in the later parts of the year. And by the way, Ninjago is turning 10 years old tomorrow, actually. So, yeah, happy birthday, Ninjago. Anyway, here you can see there are other sets sold in 2011. And I do have these two sets, the Mandalorian Battle Pack and this Clone Trooper Battle Pack, and unfortunately I took them apart to some degree, so they are incomplete, not ready to be reviewed. And here it shows you some Clone Wars sets and minifigures in action, so it's a pretty nice instruction booklet. It does come with the box that tells you what pieces you need for each set, so it is quite simple. So that's it for these. When it comes to minifigures, this set really does excel. So you have an Imperial V-Wing pilot, and he looks quite good. He has this really nice helmet mold right here that is not the AT-AT or TIE Fighter pilot helmet, but is its own mold. So you can see he has the little Imperial roundel insignias on his helmet. Of course, he has this stripe going down, and he has his breathing apparatus here, and all these buttons that help regulate his breathing and who knows temperature inside. And if you lift off this helmet, which of course has a hole here, you can see he has a pretty nicely detailed face, and I'm guessing this is a mask just to keep him safe, really. And he is armed with a blaster, so if any rebels come his way, he'll know what to do. And here, of course, is R2-Q2, which is a very interesting minifigure because he comes in this Imperial V-Wing Starfighter set, but he also comes with one of the Y-Wings that I think came out recently. So who knows, there might be a expanded universe plot in which he goes from the dark side to the light. And I'll actually go ahead and research that after I review this. But I do think that he's a very nice looking minifigure, and here at the back you can see there's some lines, and I always thought that those were just mistakes or a misprint or something on the assembly line, but no, this is actually detailing that they wanted to put in, and I think that's really neat that they decided to go above and beyond and not just do printing here on the front, but also add a little bit of detailing at the back. So overall, I do quite like these minifigures. LEGO did a great job on these. So here's a look at the Imperial V-Wing Starfighter itself. It's a very nice looking craft, and although you only see it for a very short amount of time in the actual movie, Episode 3, it is a quite interesting looking vehicle. You can see that it is quite sleek here by the front, definitely one of the sleekest vehicles in the Star Wars universe. And there's this very large piece that extends all the way from here to midway through the cockpit, and that's, all one piece. And it does have this very large sticker that goes on here, and usually I'm not a big fan of stickers, but I see why they used it. It would look a bit strange without it. It would look like there's something missing. Of course, here it has this very nice windscreen piece, which is very sleek but also curved at the same time, so it's one of my favorites that LEGO's made. And if you lift open this area, there's a pretty roomy cockpit inside, and of course you can go ahead and sit your minifigure inside. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So there we go. You got your V-Wing pilot inside there. I do think it looks quite nice. He does have a brown seat inside. However, the only thing that does bug me is that at the front there is no control panel at all. And I don't understand that. They could have just put a 1x2 tile piece with a print on there. Or, honestly, even a sticker if they were being really desperate. But yeah, just that does bother me a bit. But anyway, it does close. And, whoops, I have to lean him back a little bit, so there we go. He does have to lean back a little bit, but it's honestly pretty good. And over here, there are these little winglet pieces where you have to move them aside for another feature. And this is now the second thing that I don't really like about this set. This one doesn't really bother me as much because I would think that it's kind of unavoidable. But in order to put your Astro Droid on here, you're only going to be able to put his head on here, which I think is it's not very nice because you have the body just here and it could get misplaced or something. But it's fine. And here, of course, you can close it up, but it does look quite good once you have them on. And over here, there are these wing pieces that have some stickers, the Imperial roundel. And there are some blasters on either side. And here on the back there are some exhausts. And I do think they look quite nice because if you have them in the light, it looks like they're actually burning. And now for the main feature of this, where you can put the wings into attack position, you can basically turn this gear this way, and the wings will look like this. And I think that looks great. And you can see it has the two blasters on either side, so you can be shooting at the rebels or whoever you're trying to destroy. And I do think it looks quite good. There's no denying that. And you can also just use your hands like this just to make it a bit more simple. Just grab it, and it's not going to break or anything. So yeah, I do quite like this set. Apart from those two minor things, I do think that this is very good. So let's look at my final thoughts on this set. So for my overall thoughts on this set, I do quite like it, and I would recommend it if you are an avid Star Wars Lego collector. Now, if you do not want this set, I kind of understand because you only see it for a very short amount of time, but listen, if you're an Imperial collector, this is a must-have because this is the only Imperial V-Wing to ever exist in Lego form. The other two were Republic ones, so yeah, this one is quite important and unique if you want to have something like this in your collection. The minifigures are great, and I think that you can get this used for a very, very reasonable price. You can get this used for less than how much it cost in stores, which I think is a great thing. However, if you do want to get it new, you're going to probably have to pay $40 or more for it, which I think is a waste. Just go ahead and get it used. And you should probably be able to get the box with it as well for a decent price. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Stick around for more Star Wars reviews because they will be on the way. I did get a new one for Christmas, which is a large one. Hopefully you're excited for that. And this will be my last video for 2020, so I wish you all the best in the upcoming year, and hopefully this channel will get better in the upcoming year as well. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you all later. Bye.